these little things up here are actually 3D models that are representative of the point in time where they're at in the timeline. So this happens to be a nice Greek trireme. I'll bring it up over here, and I can actually view it on the globe right here in 3D, exactly where it would have appeared. So here I think we're sitting somewhere in the Mediterranean perhaps, or Aegean Sea, but it's a really cool 3D model. But say I want to view some history. So how about Alexander the Great? I just open this up, go to my themes. Alexander the Great, you're going to see we automatically shift over to Persia, and I'm going to activate the animation. So notice up here on our timeline, we're starting in 336 BC, which is when Alexander started, ending around 320 BC, and you can see the little intervals here. And here we've actually got the time player, so if I push play on this, the animations are going to start. So what you're seeing here is the Persian Empire, and here's Alexander on his famous march through Persia, his battles, as he goes through Battle of the Persian Gate. So I could pause that at any point in time, so I just paused it in 328 BC, and let's say I wasn't sure what just happened, so I'm actually going to reverse time and see his conquest just like this. So I want to change my view a little bit. Let's say I want to view it from a bird's eye. There we go. So now I'm looking over the Persian plains, kind of like I'd be flying over, and I can view it like this. Here's a battle. You can see that happened obviously in 331. I can zoom right back out, spin my view around, and here we are. Another thing I like to do is maybe go over into the Himalayan mountains. Kind of see what it would look like if you're looking at the empire from the mountain range here. Go right into our 3D terrain mode. Oh yeah, here we're on top of the mountains. This is the very, very western edge of the Himalayas that we're looking at here. And we're just on the horizon. You can see the Persian Empire as it came up to the mountain range. Very cool. But let's click over here, and what just happened was that the computer recognized right where I clicked and when I clicked, and it gave me these resources that deal with that point in time. Now, it's talking about the range of time. How about a bronze 12-pound cannon? Let's do the same thing. It's going to spin us, just hop right over the edge, and now we've got a cannon. Now, historically, as you can see on the overlay of Google Earth, this is actually a historic fort boundary. I think it's Fort Kilkerny, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the old Fort of Kilkerny. We've also got the tower here. There we go. So now we're looking at the cannon and the fort here at Kilkerny. Yes, that's pretty neat. But what else? These other resources, it's not just 3D models. You got movies, music, games, replicas, everything that deals with this point in time. Dances with Wolves is a great movie representative of this time frame. So if I want to read about this movie, boom, I click here. Now I'm looking at a full review of the movie, and if it was available on Amazon right now on Blu-ray, which it's not, I could add it to my shopping cart. I think Cimarron is available, but yeah. So let's do another example here. I'm gonna do one on Kansas tornadoes. So as you can see over on this side section, I can just choose what I want to see. So I'm gonna click Kansas tornado seasons, zoom in. So now we're looking at about 10 years of history. This is gonna be, boom. These are tornadoes, touchdown tornadoes in Kansas. Okay. This is what's happening. How cool is that? So I can actually zoom in and see these individual tornadoes. If I wanted to click on them, I could see all the individual data on the tornadoes. Stop it, move it back and forward. You know, once again, just like I did in the Near East, I like personally to view it like I'm kind of bird's eye flying over the state. So here we go. Now, the timeline's actually moving day by day here. And, boom. That is cool. See the tornadoes as they're happening. just like that. Or if I would rather, to zoom all the way out into space and see the tornadoes. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show you real quick is how simple this technology is to input this data. So let me just go ahead and refresh the page real quick. And what I'm going to do is, you notice I'm logged in over on the side. This is Chichen Itza. Okay, now this is a very good 3D model of the Chichen Itza pyramid. As you can see, it's actually in the excavation site in the Yucatan Peninsula. Well, what is the information surrounding this pyramid? Well, I'm actually just going to go here. I'm going to search Chichen Itza. Here we go. Okay, so as you see on this sidebar, this is the data about this pyramid. You know, what images it is, where we got some of the information, who built this model, its start date and its end date. But look at this. Its coordinates here, what I just activated, let me zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. You're going to see these white circles appearing, okay? Let me readjust our view and zoom out. Okay, so as you can see on this data, these 3 circles. Now what these represent is if a user is browsing through the area and they're in the right time frame, if they click anywhere in these circles, they're going to get the information on Chichen Itza. The reason this is such a broad range is because this pyramid is so representative of the time period. However, let's just say I wanted to only have the Chichen Itza information come up when they were looking right at it, okay? So what I could do is clear this out and put a new circle on. So now, let me just get to my handlebars here. I'm going to make this circle really small. So now I've got the region for the Chichen Itza activity to be relatively local to its area, okay? But the real fun stuff here is going to be making a feature. Okay, so I want to animate right now. I want to animate an army marching from the sea and conquering the pyramid. Let me show you how easy this would be if this was the history that we wanted to do. Okay, so that's all I have to do there. I'm going to give it a begin date. I'm going to say 1500, you know, time of the conquistadors. Okay, and then give it a coordinate. So I'm going to make my line, and I'm going to start out, let me start out here. Look at this. I'm just going to march my little army right through the jungle. And where's Chichen Itza? Here it is. Okay, they're marching towards the temple. And here's the pyramid. And I'm going to make them march in circles around the town as they surround it. And then they're going to walk right up the front steps. Okay? So this is going to be representative of an army. Enter those coordinates in. Now all I got to do is animate this. And here we go. Let me make sure that this model's rendered. Okay. Ready for this? This is going to be cool. Alright, let's push play. Boom. There we go. It's marching in. Here they come. Marching around in circles. There's the army. They're circling the pyramid. Uh-oh. I have a feeling they're about to march right up the front steps. And they are. Boom. And they've conquered it. Now let's back up, and there's their entire marching route. Just like that. And that's it. Now I'm going to click right here. Apocalypto. Well, that's Madden Apocalypto to my shopping cart. Okay, so that's a nice little, 10-minute demo of what we're doing.